When subtracting two numbers, we place one under the other. Notice how the numbers are in the same column, so we can see in blue we've got the units column, in red we've got the numbers in the tens column, and in green we've got the numbers in the 100s column. It's always a good idea to guess what you think might be the answer before you start. Now this is only a very rough guess, but we can see that we've got a number in the 400s minus a number in the 100s, so we can expect an answer around 300, probably a little bit less. We start with the right hand column, which is the units column, and we can see that 3 minus 2 is 1. That's a reasonably straightforward result, so we put that directly below the 3 and the 2 in the units column. In the next column we've got 5 minus 9. Now this doesn't appear to make sense because we can subtract numbers smaller than 5 from 5. In fact, we can also subtract 5. But subtracting numbers larger than 5 would mean we'd end up with an answer that's going to be below 0. So for this problem it doesn't make sense. Whenever this happens in a subtraction problem, we need to borrow from the column on the left. Remember, that's really 50 minus 90. So if we look across to the column in green, that's the 100s column. We're going to borrow one of the 100s from the 4, so that becomes 300. And now the next column, what was 50 becomes 150. If we now look down the column in red, we can see that we've got 15 minus 9, and that equals 6. So we place the 6 in the second column, or the tens column shown in red. And now we look across to the column in green. In the 100s column we can see that we've got 3 minus 1, which equals 2. So we place the 2 under the 3 and the 1, and our final answer is 261. The notation in the subtraction is very important. Notice how the 4 has been crossed out. That means we've borrowed from that number and the 3's replaced it. Notice above the 5 there's a 1 and the 5 is not crossed out, so that effectively means 15. So it's very important we take care of the notation when doing a subtraction problem, whether it's something we've borrowed or something that's carried over. So here's our final answer shown in black, similar to what you'd see if you're using pen and paper to perform the subtraction.